Hey there, welcome back to Ask Amy. I have a question today from Kathleen. It says, I was listening to your podcast today. I think she's talking about last week's podcast, which was How Do I Stop Thinking This? And I kept saying, Kathleen says, it's not about wanting the thought to stop, it's about wanting to not act on the thought. For example, the thought comes up to eat chocolate with my breakfast. Fine, but I don't like that I actually do what the thought suggests, and I rationalize it too. It especially comes up when I'm thinking of taking a break from chocolate. Then the first thing in the morning, not always, but a lot lately, I'll eat chocolate first thing before I've even eaten breakfast. I know I don't have to do what the thought says, like the kid screaming in the back seat to go through the red light. But I still go through the light, so to speak. For me, it feels like I'm being jinxed by the thoughts around chocolate. It's as if I have no power to ignore them, even though thoughts don't have power. How do I not act on thoughts? I guess the thought feels like a command. And I think this is an unanswerable question. How do I just feel what's going on inside of me when the thought comes up? Something that just wants me to run away. It's something that just wants me to run away and hide. That's what she needs to feel, she's saying. Or go to my higher self, which I probably get there through sitting in silence. Okay, so thanks for sending this, Kathleen. It's really great, and it's really much simpler, I think, than it's seeming. It's not even as complicated as a higher self. I don't know what that means, or sitting in silence. You don't need that. Really, I'll say it this way, and you see what kind of lands in this. Just try it and see. Don't even try, just do it. Just next time the thought comes up about eating chocolate in the morning, maybe specifically around this, when thought says, hey, you should have chocolate with breakfast or before breakfast, hear that thought, feel that thought. You can look toward that thought. It's going to be harder if you're trying to push it away and justify it and rationalize it. So just let the thought be there. Let it just be there. We don't even know what a thought is. It's not doing anything. It's just a thought. Let it be there. Look toward it if you want, and don't do anything. Now, I'm not saying this for you and everyone listening. I'm not saying this is what we do for life, or this is how you get over a chocolate eating habit or any of that. I'm just saying this for Kathleen because her mind is saying, and this is only thought, her mind is saying, I'm being jinxed by these thoughts. I have no power to ignore them. I know the thought has no power itself, but I have no power to ignore the thought. It's a really big deal. It's a command, she's saying. All of that is thought, and it's not true. So, in a sense, what's happening is there's a thought about eating chocolate, and then there's a bunch of other thought that comes in and says, you can't not do it. It's just kind of like that. This is so powerful, and I can't just sit here and I don't know how. And that's a trick that thought loves. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to feel. I'm supposed to go to my higher self, or I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to do that. But all of that is just thought making this seem really complicated when it is not the least bit complicated. It is the simplest thing in the world. You sit, you do nothing. Thought, just like, as you mentioned, the video I have of the person in the background screaming, run the light, run the light. They can scream all they want. You are behind the wheel of the car. You just don't do anything. And again, I'm saying this for you, Kathleen, because I know that can sound like willpower. It can feel hard and all of that. But I'm not saying this is what you're going to do your whole life. I'm saying for you to see that is entirely possible. It is only thought in the, following up, telling you that that's really hard and not possible, and it's a command and you can't do it and you don't know how. That's just not true. So you have to kind of do it. Like, we could talk about it forever, but that's not really going to help. Just do it. Just do it next time. Next time a thought comes up, feel the thought, look toward the thought, and don't eat the chocolate. And just see what happens. Just see how that goes. And again, it doesn't matter if you eat chocolate or not, but the point of this is for you to actually be in the experience and kind of see, more thought might come in, and say, see, I knew you couldn't do it. You can't do it, like whatever. And then you just ignore that. It's the easiest thing in the world, really, because it's a non-action. What you're doing is going into action, which has a lot of momentum, and it feels like it's easier. It's harder. It's the easiest thing in the world for all of us to do nothing. So you just do nothing. Just do nothing during that time. Don't eat chocolate before breakfast. Don't eat chocolate with breakfast. And just see what happens. And just see if you can hear and feel the thoughts, and you can hear and feel them ramping up, perhaps getting louder. Maybe not. Maybe they won't at all. I have no idea. Honestly, we have no clue, because you typically just go eat the chocolate, and that's all we know. So you have to try it and see. And when if there are sensations there, how do you say it's an unanswerable question? How do I just feel what's going on inside of me when that thought comes up? I mean, it's only unanswerable because it's too simple for answers. You just feel. I know that's going to sound annoying to the mind, but do it right now as you're listening to me. I mean, I'm doing it right now as I'm talking. Like, there's just sensation there. You just feel it. You just let a little attention go there and you just feel it. It's not hurting anything. Even if it was big sensation, even if it was pain, you just let a little attention go there and it's just felt. It's that simple. So I just want to share with you, Kathleen, all of this is just like a lot of the mind really working hard to try to convince you of its own power and that you can't do things. And all of that is thought. It's really pretty simple. But if we just sit and think about it, then, thought's going to just keep convincing us. So just feel and just know that it's very simple. And when that feels complicated, you know that thought is involved again. Just hear the thoughts about chocolate. Don't eat the chocolate and just see what happens. And if that feels complicated, you'll know exactly what's going on. And then let me know. And I know you're going to be in the resting and restlessness course, which I think is going to be perfect for this, because this is exactly the kind of thing we're doing there. We just feel. It's unanswerable because it's simplicity beyond words. And we just see in that, though. We see in the actual feeling. We see in looking toward what thought is saying and just letting it be there. Okay, a thought is screaming at me to eat chocolate. Fine. There's sensations in the body. Fine. I'm just here for all of this. Rather than being in the center of it and feeling kind of run around by the whole thing. You just kind of open and lean into all of it and just check it out. And doing that is going to inform way more than anything I just said. Like way more. This is like 1%. Doing it, experiment, like feeling into experience and letting it wash over you and not doing anything is like 99%. So these words are only to get for everyone to just do it, which do it just means just be in what is, just be in this experience. It's just not that complicated, but man, the mind's really good at making it seem like it needs to think about stuff first, or it needs to figure something out. It's like, it's just so simple. There's nothing to figure out. So play with that, please, Kathleen, and let me know. I know I'll be in touch and I'll hear how it's going. And again, if this resonates with you, if you can relate to Kathleen, I'd really recommend checking out the Resting and Restlessness course. It's at my website, just dramyjohnson.com/restlessness, I believe. It starts next month in the middle of May, and it's just all about just sitting and being in what is, and not being pushed around and run around and reactive to it quite so much. And it really unravels itself. It's really amazing how when we can just be and just let life be exactly as it is, everything kind of just works itself out. It's really not a mystery. There's not so much to do, not so much to figure out, nothing to fight. We just meet life on life's terms, and it all kind of works out from there. So thank you, Kathleen, for sending your question. You guys can send questions to askamy@thelittleschoolofbigchange.com, and I will see you next time.